Racosha. Alright. I just want to take this time to talk to the Democratic and the Republican Party. On this road where you seeking to build back the relations of the country in a way of healing. I would like for y'all to just take a moment to think on this. It's important that when a place of structure or order is in place, it's so important that you examine that whatever you are allowing into the atmosphere is there to not cause chaos, but be a voice of reason for the people, a voice that can calm the rage in certain people, the fears in certain people, So we could sit here all day and we could try to point the finger at each other and say, well, you wrong for this and you did me wrong like this, and that's why I'm not gonna come together to make sure that this country is safe and secure from those who they don't have a theology to see to the safety of the country. Their only theology is destruction, an eternal force for it. And that has to be put down. That spirit does not have a color. So let me make that clear, because I'm not at this moment dealing with a color. I'm dealing with a spirit that if you let it go loose within inside of the nation, it can poison the whole atmosphere. And so we have to be careful about that type of spirit getting loose into the atmosphere, a spirit that is completely bound and consumed in chaos and disorder. No, the world, the whole world, where every righteous foot is standing on earth, rejects that. They don't want that. So, my basic point is to the Democrats and to the Republicans, the Independents, Green Party, or like I said, smarten up, let's get back to leading the world in a good example, in a way of righteousness and truth, justice, liberty, freedom for all. Let's not try to govern our nation with a spirit of captivity, a spirit of hate. The earth will throw that down. It'll reject it. So let us remember that and try to govern in the right spirit. This country and the history of it with, the black and white relations is a situation that cut real deep. Of course, there's a lot of tension in. I know right now amongst the American people, amongst the whole United States of America, African American, Native American, Latino American, Asian American, Indian American, European American. I know right now there's probably something that sitting at the forefront of everyone's mind. You know what I mean? Like, when we get past this, when we survive, you know, it's really up to us. We could be led into hate, or we could be led into a place of peace and truth. You know, this type of war right here is something that, like I said, it's never gonna end. There's always gonna be some blacks, there's always gonna be some whites, there's always gonna be some Arabs, there's always gonna be some Jews, there's always gonna be some Indians, there's always gonna be of all sorts, all race, every creed, where there's gonna be people within these races that are gonna be eternally inside of a brawl that those who have chosen to walk in freedom have found to be a life built on foolishness and of no meaning, because you ain't bringing ideas to the table. You're not trying to see to it that things is established and built up in the land. You know, it'd be crazy for me to sit here and teach my people a theology of destruction is gonna help you have a better way. It's gonna help you to build up your community. Nah, if you go into a mind of eternal war, you never gonna build up your community. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying to you is, find a better way. That better way is, instead of focusing on the hate, just build up your community. Secure your community. Let the watchers inside of the community make sure that they stand in post. And let peace reign there. You know, if y'all leave out of y'all space right now and then y'all just go haul off the wall, then all of the progress that y'all started on, you know, where do that go from there? You know, all the progress that's been made for y'all to have something, all of that to be thrown down in the moment of war. You know, so following up foolishness, really think about that. It's not the way to go. And I say the same thing to the white community, the Arabs, the Jews, the Chinese, the Koreans, everyone.